At what point do we drop the underdog thing, though?
Well, they're not a favorite. You can't say they're a favorite.
They are now.
They are
actually.
now.
They are
They
now.
are now. They are.
right.
And if they end up winning the championship, they're going to have one of the more dominant postseason runs ever. And I know you're going to laugh in my face, but they're the first team ever to win the treble in that league. They've won the in-season tournament, the Eastern Conference, and the NBA championship. So at that point, you got to point to them and say, this isn't, forget like just the greatest Knicks team of all time. This is one of the best teams of all time.
Dan, they're minus 140 now to win the series.
Okay, but it's not yet, though. They have to win 3 more, and they will be forgotten by history. Forgotten by history if they do not. Not by New York fans, but by history. This is where the stakes are climbing, and you're going to see games and points that matter in Madison Square Garden with all of New York feeling like it's behind a team that's fated to do this. A team that's lucky. A team that feels lucky, but not lucky the way you dismiss champions. Lucky the way you say all champions need some good fortune when things feel destined, when things feel pure. New York has, you're talking about the tiny guy, maybe the most beloved Knick ever already because he's the tiny guy and they trust him the most in the fourth quarter and should because he's the best fourth quarter player in the league empirically. Like that's not somebody's opinion. What this guy has done, I'm going to give you some of the stats. I gave you one of these before, but this one, total clutch points scored in the playoffs since 2023. Jalen Brunson's at 144, and next back at 84 is the 2-time MVP. Then behind him by 15 points is Jokic, and then Tatum, miles back. Brunson, when basketball's decided, and we're talking about face of the league, nobody talks about Brunson, but the biggest killer in the league, the biggest Kobe in the league, it's not Doncic. Doncic doesn't have this many 30-point games in the playoffs. It's the biggest killer in the league is the smallest dude. And they've got him, and now they've got somebody who's a specific set of problems for Wemby. That we can say, right? Whether you think Wemby's tired, whether you think he looked slow because he looked slow, or whether you think he was just beat by another man, I did not have in game one, however it is that I had Knicks losing because that kind of rest, you always come out slow. You always come out sluggish. That's too much rest. This game's too fast. I did not have Cat, the big surprise, Cat being better than Wemby. In one game, that happened. And efficient, and I couldn't believe it, really. Because if you didn't know anything about basketball and were just watching basketball for the first time, you would say Cat is better than Wemby.